Antone. I began my journey with the Oblates when I was 18 years old. That's 40 years ago, and as a seminarian, and I've been a priest now for 30 years. And during all of my years as a priest in ministry, I've worked with the Spanish-speaking population, whether here in the United States or along the border in Mexico, in the cities of Mexicali and Tijuana. And the work that I've done has been with the poor to find work. My experience with the migrants has been an experience of very good people, of people who are often facing great needs in their lives, and at the same time are coming from situations of poverty, and yet have very decent desires and are very noble in their quest for a better life for themselves, for their families, or to help their families in their countries or cities or villages of origin. Moment I am walking with a large parish community in Pacoima, California, Mary Immaculate Parish. There are probably 6,000 families that call Mary Immaculate their parish, and they are, in the great majority, people who have immigrated to the United States. Some of them many years ago, and others more recently. And as a parish, we work with a committee, the Social Justice Committee, which is a very active committee, and we have been focusing especially on the rights of immigrants, and we are struggling, joining in their struggle for more just laws for immigrants. The situation is that we're actually organizing a large march within the next few days where we hope to bring several thousand people together, and the purpose of that is simply to reaffirm the needs, the rights of these immigrants, and to express the dignity that they really have as human beings. One of the slogans of the march is "No human being is illegal," and we hope then to bring to the table a way of speaking in a more human way about our brothers and sisters. The issue that we have been dealing with also affects the immigrant community, and that is that many immigrants have entered into mortgages that were given to them very easily by very large banks in the area, and it seems that the banks were very happy to provide these loans to immigrant families a few years ago, and yet because of the recession that we're experiencing in this country and because of unemployment, so many of these families are now facing. And so we've worked with the Industrial Areas Foundation, 1LA organization, in bringing some strength to the table with the banks in order to help families not lose their homes. And we have developed a program in which the principal of their loan would be reduced, the payments would be more realistic, and in many ways this would allow the people to keep their homes. And yet we found great opposition on the part of the banks in really wanting to allow this to happen. And so that's been part of our struggle to fight in that area. And there's other issues that we're involved in the area of sustainability of our environment in the parish. The parish is a parish that is very alive with people who are wanting to participate in those sorts of issues, as well as more recently the area of public school reform, another area that we're beginning to work on. I believe is simply living out a charism that is part of our heritage from St. Eugene, the founder of the Oblates, a charism that senses within us a desire to be in solidarity with those who are on the margins of our society, the margins of our church, and to walk with them and to be with them and to sense within ourselves that their problems and their struggles truly are our own, and to bring the gospel, the light of the gospel, to that in a way that is not only part of our church as Catholics, but as well as a way to work with others within the community who also live by gospel values in one form or another. So I think it's a way of being an oblate, is being immersed in a community of people, walking with them, collaborating with them, listening to them, listening to what they're struggling with and what they're facing in their own lives, and visiting their homes and being part of that. And that's been my experience as an oblate, as it is right now in Pacoima, California, and has also been my experience along the border, in the border cities as well. And I just say how happy I am to be able to be part of that.